All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're going to break down a guide that's all about email marketing, but not just any email marketing. We're talking about how to go from being ignored in the spam folder to building a legitimate six-figure business. This all comes from a marketer who actually did it, and they figured out how to solve one of the biggest problems out there, just getting your emails seen in the first place.
So meet Madison Rhyme. This is the claim that kicks off the whole guide. And you gotta admit, it's a heck of a hook. After hitting a wall, she made one key switch to a different platform, and bam, $100,000 in affiliate commissions in less than a year. I mean, a result like that makes you lean in a little closer, right? So let's unpack how she did it.
But before we can even dream about six-figure commissions, we have to tackle a huge, frustrating problem. It's something that drives almost every business owner and creator crazy, and it can make all the work you put into writing the perfect email feel like a total waste of time. And here it is. This is the big, scary question. You spend hours, maybe days, crafting brilliant copy. You've got an amazing offer, you're excited, you hit send, and then crickets. Your masterpiece gets sent straight to the spam folder, where it's never ever seen. So why does this keep happening? Well, a huge part of the answer has to do with the tools you're using. Whoa. Okay, when you see it laid out like this, the difference is it's stark. We're not talking about a tiny 1 or 2% gap here. The data from the source shows get response at a whopping 99% deliverability rate. Meanwhile, some of the other big names are down around 77 to 82%. That's a 15 to 20% difference. For every 100 people on your list, that means an extra 15 or 20 of them aren't even getting the chance to open your email. That's huge. And look, this isn't just some random number on a spreadsheet. Deliverability, it's the foundation of everything. If that number is low, I don't care how fancy your automations are or how cheap your plan is, your whole marketing engine is basically built on quicksand. The biggest takeaway from the guide is this: you have to solve for deliverability first, period. So you're probably wondering, how in the world does a platform get to 99%? Is it some kind of secret sauce? Well, it's not magic, but it is a really specific and actually pretty cool set of technologies that are all designed to do one thing: build trust with the big email gatekeepers like Gmail and Outlook. The first piece of the puzzle is SPF. The simplest way to think about it is like a digital passport for your email. It's a public record that says, hey world, this email platform right here, it's officially allowed to send emails from my website's domain. If you don't have it, you basically look like a stranger trying to cross the border without ID. Next up is DKIM. Now, if SPF is your passport, think of DKIM as the tamper-proof holographic seal on your package. It attaches a secret digital signature to every single email you send. When it arrives, the receiving server checks that signature to make sure no one messed with it along the way. It's proof that what they got is exactly what you sent. And finally, DMARC is the thing that ties it all together. This is basically you handing a rule book to Gmail and Outlook. It says, listen, if you get an email that claims to be from me, but it fails the passport check or the tamper seal check, here's exactly what I want you to do with it. Either reject it outright or chuck it in the spam folder. It's a powerful way to protect your brand's reputation. But here's the deal. The platform can give you the keys to a race car, but you still have to know how to drive it. Maintaining a great sender reputation is on you, and that means following these rules of the road. You've got to keep those spam complaints crazy low, get rid of email addresses that bounce, and regularly clean out people who haven't opened your stuff in a while. These aren't just nice suggestions, they're critical for staying in the inbox. So, after all that technical stuff, all the authentication, the good habits, what's the payoff? Well, this is the payoff. This is real-world data showing where your emails actually land. I mean, look at that, a 94% inbox rate with Outlook, 92% with Gmail. This is the moment where all that behind-the-scenes work turns into actual business results. Okay, so getting your emails delivered, check. Problem solved. But the guide doesn't stop there. This is where things get really interesting. See, once you're using a tool that works this well, a whole new door opens up. You can actually partner with them and get paid for their success. And we're not talking about a little side hustle money here. The potential is, well, it's serious. According to the guide, affiliates at the top tier of this program can earn over $10,000 a month. That's not a one-off payment. That's recurring monthly income. So you're probably thinking, okay, how do you actually get to a number like that? It's not just a flat rate. It's this tiered system that basically rewards you for growing. You start off with a really generous 40% commission. Then, as you bring in more people, you level up to silver at 50% and then gold at 60%. It's a super clear path that's built to reward partners for playing the long game.
But, and this is a big but, you don't get there just by spamming your affiliate link everywhere. The guide lays out a super smart 5-step funnel that's all about providing value. You start by teaching people something useful. You give them something for free. You build a relationship through email. And then, only after all that, you present a really compelling offer with your own special bonuses. It's all about giving before you ask.
Okay, this is all fantastic in theory, right? But what good is it if you don't actually do anything with it? Knowledge is just potential until you put it into action. And that's exactly what this last part of the guide is all about, giving you a concrete plan to get started, like today.
And what's so cool about this is how fast you can get up and running. We're talking about getting a pro-level system online in about an hour. And notice step 2, authenticate your domain. They put the important stuff right at the front. It's not some advanced feature you get to later. It's one of the very first things you do. That makes this whole thing feel so much more achievable.
And this right here, this is pure gold. The guide doesn't just tell you what to do, it gives you the actual template for your most critical email sequence, your welcome series. It walks you through every step, from delivering on your initial promise, to sharing your personal story, to overcoming objections. It's all designed to build that crucial trust and get people to take action right from the start.
You know, this quote really sums up the whole thing perfectly. At the end of the day, success isn't about finding some secret trick or a magic button. It's about showing up consistently, genuinely helping people, and building real relationships. The right tool doesn't do that work for you, but it makes it possible. It gets the technical headaches out of the way so you can focus on what really moves the needle. Which brings us to the final question, and it's a big one you should ask yourself. The argument in this guide is pretty clear. A powerful, all-in-one platform isn't a distraction, it's an accelerator. It lets you focus on your customers instead of your tech stack. But is that the right move for you and your business? Definitely something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.